Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dobs Danzi, and I'm so glad you guys are here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dobs Danzi. So lovely having you guys here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dobs Danzi. I am honored to be graced by your presence. Hi guys, welcome. Hi guys. Let's get serious. You're a 30-year-old woman, mother of someone. Please calm yourself down. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dobs Danzi. If you're new to the channel, thank you for watching, and if you're a return subscriber, hey boo, hey, I see you and I appreciate your views. Thank you. If you're new, please subscribe, like the video, comment, just interact, follow me on Instagram, follow you back. Let's make a new friendship. So today's topic, I'm going to be talking about parenting abroad. As I've previously mentioned, that I am a mother to a very beautiful 5-year-old. Isn't it funny how every mother thinks their child is the most beautiful child? But when we grow up, people rate us and tell us we're not as beautiful as our mothers told us we are. But anyway, yeah, every mother thinks their child is the most beautiful child. And I think my child is the most beautifulest. So argue with yourself. I made some points. Again, like last time. So without wasting any time, let's get to it. So on the topic of parenting abroad, there's just a few points that I think have been highlighted to me during the last 6 months, and I just thought I'm going to share that with you. So before even explaining much, I just want to explain my situation. My daughter is currently staying at home with my aunt and my sister, and they take care of her. Her day-to-day life basically is being taken care of by them, and I really appreciate them for that. It offers me an opportunity to be able to further my studies and be here, so I'm very appreciative of that. And it's basically point number 1 on my list is the fact that you will need your community, and for me, my community is my family that take care of my child. I don't think I would have been able to leave if I didn't have anybody that I trust with my child. And I'm eternally grateful for that. And the other thing that is, it's not just about me and me being comfortable, it's also about my child being comfortable. So for me, it just happened to work much better because it's not the first time that I left with my aunt and my sister. When I first heard her, I wasn't sure what was going to happen to me with regards to work. I left her at home. And when I did get employment, we decided that it's better if she continues to stay at home, and then I would be able to do other things. So she has stayed with them. It's not like she's staying with strange people. So that was easy for me. But even if she wasn't used to staying with them, I would have trusted them with her. So point number 1, your community. You must know your people, trust your people with your child. You don't want to leave your child with people whose parenting style you don't know, and you don't know how they discipline the child. Maybe they hit the child all the time, whatever. So for me, that was key. The other thing is that you need to talk to your kids. So you need to parenting afar, long distance parenting really needs you to make a lot of time for parenting. I speak with my child, like I said previously, a lot. Like maybe in a day we can speak 2 times. On the weekends for sure we speak 2 times. And the calls are not 5 minutes long. It's if she has questions, I make time. I talk to her even about my being here. I talk to her. The other thing I would advise, actually, if you're thinking of leaving, talk to your child or your children even before you leave. Hear what they have to say. Tell them about what the opportunity means to you and about what the opportunity means in general, right? And then hear what they have to say. That's point number 2. And then point number 3, listen to their opinion, listen to their feelings, listen to what they communicate to you about what they feel about the whole situation. So sometimes my daughter will say things like, I'm far, she wishes I was home, and when I come back, she doesn't want me to leave, whatever. So for me, it's important to listen to what she says, because then I don't make false promises. I told her I will come home to visit you, and I'll make sure that I'm there for 5 weeks, but then I'll have to come back again. But then when I come back the next time, I'll be staying with you for good, because I don't want to raise false hopes. So we communicate about it. She knows what to expect. It's just that because of how young she is, at the time, I think she didn't really even know the concept of time as well as she does now. So when I told her I'd be gone for 2 years, she probably just thought you count 1, 2, and then you're there. But now she's realizing that 2 years is actually made up of a number of days of mommy being away, you know. So it's a lot. It's an emotional task, but I talk to her and I listen to what she has to say, and I just explore her feelings. Sometimes she can't even express herself, and then she cries, and I'm patient with her. I listen to what she has to say, and I try to work through those feelings with her, because she matters. This experience is not just mine alone. It's also an experience in her life, because these are her formative years, and I'm missing out on that, you know? So I try to be as involved as I can, and to not make her feel like whatever she feels doesn't matter. I listen to everything. Even if she tells me, sometimes I call her, hey, what do you think? What do you feel? She'll be like, oh, I dreamt of this. I'm like, oh, why do you think you dreamt of that? What happened? Oh, does it have to do with maybe you miss Granny or whatever? You know, she'll tell me whatever she dreams, and I make time for her. And I know that she appreciates that, because really nobody else will listen to her dreams. But I make time even for those things, no matter how silly they might sound to somebody else. To me, that's my time with my daughter. So listen to your kids. And yeah, the other point that I just made is that I've learned that it's important to be honest about the timelines. Yeah, don't lie. Don't lie, because if I had told her I was going to see her in December and then I'm not able to go there, then it's a heartbreak. So yeah, there's nothing more I can say to that. And then the other thing, I don't know if you're going to study abroad and maybe you are co-parenting. In my case, I am co-parenting with the father of my child, because we broke up and now he's in another relationship, and there's his partner as well in our co-parenting situation. That is also just another test on its own, and it also comes with its own lessons. So what I've learned from that is that it's very, very important for everyone in the setup to respect each other. Not just respect each other as people, but respect each other's roles in this child's life. Because, for example, if the father of my child says, oh, I don't want her to go to this school, I want her to go to that school, I have to listen to what he says and why he says that. Maybe I can offer a different opinion and maybe give more information to add to whatever he's saying, but I have to respect what he says, you know? And it goes a long way. And I think co-parenting is so difficult because the relationship that you guys had maybe didn't work because you guys are not compatible. Your personalities clash. But now your personalities have to work because there's this child that they have to work for. I think it's even more hard, honestly, than a relationship, because in a relationship you can decide, oh, we're not compatible, we'll break up. In co-parenting situation, you know you're not compatible. You know your personalities clash, but you have to make it work. So it is very difficult, and I found that respect goes a long way. And the other thing, when you're co-parenting, you have to let things go. You have to. Not everything has to be a point that is discussed, because you already know that your personalities don't gel, right? So of course you guys are gonna argue about things, because that's just how it is with you guys. So you have to learn which fights to win and which fights are not worth. and which fight you're gonna win. And it's even tricky when it's not just you and the father of your child. It's me, it's him, it's his wife, and all three of us need to be accommodated. You understand? And you can't exclude the wife, because when the child goes to visit, she's the one who's the primary caregiver in their home. So she has to be part of this, because I have to communicate with her, no, is she okay, and that sort of thing. So also she also needs to be respected and be. So it's just been really hard being here, because sometimes I have to step up to co-parenting responsibilities when I feel like I just don't wanna. I really just don't wanna. But I have to wanna, because it's about my child. So that has also been difficult. And if you're going to study abroad and you have that kind of situation, some things in that setup, you just need to just, for example, things like what clothes they buy her, what food they feed her, those things are not worth fighting. But if it's things like maybe she cries all the time, or she got hurt or whatever, then, her safety is it. But other things, just calm down, just leave. Some things you need to just ignore, even if they get to you. So let's say you're in a situation where something is worth fighting for, but jabs are being taken, because obviously co-parenting is a fight, right? It doesn't need to be, but sometimes it's the case. You need to ignore some things, like just do this thing here. Move right along, because you will literally thingy your hair like this. I'm telling you. And the other thing with regards to parenting abroad now, that I observe, and it hurts me every time that I do, expect changes or developments in your child that you'll miss. My child is 5, turning 6 this year. When I left SA, she was supposed to be starting her kindergarten this year. And then she was going to be doing grade 1 next year, when in 2022. And then when I come back, she would still be in grade 1. And my plan was to mid-year cut her off and then take her with me, whatever. But it didn't happen that way. She got accepted into grade 1. They did the assessment and then they accepted her into grade 1. I've missed that milestone. And I left somebody who couldn't read. Right now, she's learning to read. And the other day, my sister and we did a video call. I called them, and it just so happened that she's teaching her. So she was learning MAN, man, SAT, set. I'm just like, wow. I mean, I was part of that call, but afterwards, it really stung. Like, my God. Because I wasn't used to staying with her all the time, I should be used to missing out on certain milestones. For example, when her teeth came off, I was not there, that sort of thing. But her learning really took me by surprise. Like, whew, okay, things are happening and I'm not there. So expect that there's going to be some developments that you'll miss. And another shocker, your child is going to form new relationships. There's going to be names popping up of people that you don't know that are going to be important to her, and you have to accommodate them. As I'm recording this, there's a birthday this weekend. 2 of her friends, it's her friend and her friend's sister, are having a birthday, and she wants me to buy gifts for me to send money for gifts for her friends. These people are important to her. I don't know them, but they're important to her, and you just have to make peace with it, So those are some of the things that I've learned being here, and I share this information with, if you're a parent who will be leaving your kids behind, some of the things that you can expect. I hope that you can relate. So to just recap, in terms of the parenting topic, you'll have to depend on your community, your family, your tribe, You'll have to depend on them and talk to your kids before you leave, after leaving, continuously, as you're here, as you have left, or wherever you're based. Talk to them and listen to what they say, listen to how they feel, explore their feelings and their emotions around your being away, and be honest about the timelines, when you can come, when you can't come, that sort of thing. And if you are in a co-parenting situation, respect is key. Learn what to let go and what to hold on, and what to just ignore. And make time for parenting. It's important. Like in your time management, make time for parenting. And the other point is that you need to expect changes in your child's development that you will miss. And you just have to be okay with that. Your child is going to have new relationships that you're not a part of, and you need to be okay with that too. So just to sum it up, being away from your child is not easy. Ideally, I would have left with her to come with me, but it just didn't work that way. It wasn't going to be able to work that way. And I've had to leave her behind. I wish I didn't have to, because I'm missing out on her, and she's also missing out on time with me. I keep telling her that when I come back, I'm never going to leave her. I'm never going to leave her side and everything, which is nice, but I'm not with her right now. And she needs me right now as well. So it's a hard pill to swallow sometimes, because even if she's going through something, you wouldn't believe how 5-year-old kids go through so much, right? They have their whole lives and things planned out, and they go through so much, and the things that they go through are so important. So, as they go through all of this drama that they have in their lives, she needs me. And it's hard because I'm not there with her. And you have to maintain that relationship. You have to talk with them, because sometimes when the course is just having you, sometimes they're your lifeline. Because when you talk to them, sometimes you find that I'm feeling down and she's just got jokes. She's just making me laugh. She's just entertaining me. And then she gives me that boost again. So you find yourself in a situation where it's difficult because you're far, but in a way you can get closer because you are far. You can get closer. Your relationships can just be stronger because of it, So it works, but it's difficult, and it needs a lot of effort from you as the parent, because you're the one that has to initiate that relationship, but it works. So if you're thinking of studying abroad and you have kids, I'm hoping that I gave you some pointers to think about and some things to consider. And thank you so much for staying and watching my video. Bye.